Hello and welcome back, and we're looking in this video at implementation. So let's see where that fits in to the system development life cycle. Well, look down here, we can see all of the stages. We've got preliminary analysis, analysis design, development, implementation. This one here is the penultimate one before we get on to maintenance and evaluation. So what is implementation all about? Well, it boils down to training and being able to actually put the system into everyday operation. Now, if you're going to implement something, it's going to involve training, and training can come in different ways. So we have here user manuals. So these could be pamphlets, booklets, short excerpts, short instructions. So for example, when you were in year 7, or if you want to look at how to install or create your school email, or how to get onto Sector, or how to get onto Connect, there are manuals which you can look at. Documentation. Documentation is going to involve more detail. So you want to look into some form of database, you're going to have your search menus, you're going to be looking at all the documentation there. Finally, instruction. Hands-on instruction with somebody or via video. But there is somebody there to talk you through the process. And training can take up in all those different shapes and sizes. With implementation, there's an awful lot of work involved when it comes to possibly equipment conversion. You may be going from a very old system to a very new one, in which case lots of hardware may need to be modified. It may need to be tested to see if it can actually work with the new system. New hardware may need to be installed, so again that's scheduling and thinking through how that's going to be done. And of course there's going to be additional purchases. So with a new system you're going to get new hardware, which involves more instruction and more training. File conversion. A little outdated now, but let's say you go from a paper-based system to a digital one. That's going to involve an awful lot of typing or scanning, but an awful lot of work. Or, which is less likely, going from one type of operating system to another, and a degree of file conversion is needed there. System conversion is coming up with different ways to implement something. So you have got there direct, phased, pilot and parallel. So let's go through each of those in turn. Direct conversion is saying, on Monday we had the old system, on Tuesday the old system stopped and we have now the new system. So it's a very direct way of doing things, quite abrupt. One day you had the old system, the next day you have a new system, there is no changer, it happens straight away. Phased. Phased conversion is gradually bringing it into, say, a company. So you have your brand new system, you want to have it with, let's say, human resources. So they have a brand new operating system and brand new computers. That's the phase. And then a month later, you're going to bring it into, say, accounts, and then into all the other departments. So it's a gradual progression of going from old to new. Pilot. Pilot is where, say, a branch has the whole system installed into it. And then as a result of that, that particular branch with the whole new system on that branch will go and iron out all of the problems. It's a little bit like T2 and using this video with Dun Craig. I am the pilot, so I am the person who's looking at all the problems and trying to iron them all out, and then eventually it could be rolled out to other departments. So pilot conversion is where a whole new system is put into a particular branch or department. They work out all the issues, and when it's done, it's rolled out across all other areas. The final one is parallel. This is where you've got the old system and the new system working at the same time. This can be expensive, it can be prolonged, and it can be quite labour intensive because you're putting all the data into the old system and you're putting the same data into the new system. So there's an awful lot of duplication that is going on. The reason you have parallel is because you want to make sure that your new system is going to be working and that there are no problems. And while you're working all the ideas out or all the problems out, you need the old system to keep going. When you're happy that the new system is absolutely fine, then the old system can disappear. That's parallel conversion. So implementation is all about training and how to introduce the new system after the old one. And the 4 things you really need to know is direct, phased, pilot and parallel conversion. Thank you very much.